Hello friends, it's Dave here from SaveDecks, and today we see the Nintendo eShop launch a mammoth sale with over 1,000 games discounted. I thought I would take this time to highlight a few games that I think are well worth your time to play, including several I think could get easily overlooked. Some of them I already did videos on, which I will link in the description, and although I think most of these games are worth your time at full price, these discounts really do give you an extra reason to check them out. I've been highlighting a few in this introduction as well, which I think are well known enough, but still should be pointed out. £3.99, a 75% discount for Castlevania Anniversary Collection, absolute steal. Unravel 2 is one of the best co-op experiences on the Switch, and at 83% off, £4.24, why not? As well as a host of Nintendo games doing their usual 33% off, that's pretty much standard, isn't it? So let's take a look at games I've highlighted in this sale. But bear in mind, I am looking at the UK eShop for this sale as well, so if anyone in another region has some games they'd like to highlight, then please let me know in those comments down below, I'd love to hear about them. So first up is Palindrome Syndrome Escape Room. Now I was given the review code of this game a few months ago, and it's a really fun escape room game, and I found there were some issues with how it performed and the controls I wasn't too keen on, but the puzzles themselves I thought were fantastic. A couple of hours of your time solving some great puzzles, I think it was worth the experience. But it was £8.99 and that was my only gripe with it. I thought that was a bit too high, but now it's down on discounted 40% off, £5.39. I think for that money, the amount of enjoyment I've got out of the puzzles, that would have been well worth it. And I also noticed the developers have two other escape room games called Tested on Humans and Between Time on there for the same discounted price, so I think I might check out these other two games. And Katamari Damacy Reroll is 75% off, going from £15.99 to £3.99. But basically you're rolling up things you can find around the game's world to create a giant ball that gets bigger and bigger as you push it. Has kind of awkward controls, but you get used to it, and it's just mad bonkers fun, this game. Next is Kaze and the Wild Masks. Now this is a game that I reviewed for Switch Up when it came out, and it was a really fun Donkey Kong Country style game, was quite challenging at times, had a really good time with this. If you've been wanting a new Donkey Kong Country game, look no further than this one. Usually comes for £26.99, which was my only gripe with the game. I felt it was priced too high. Can't have that complaint anymore, it's 33% off, £17.99. Next up is Spy Chameleon from Unfinished Pixel, usually coming in at £7.19, it's half price, £3.59. This is a game I had on the Wii U actually, and it's kind of like a stealth arcadey puzzle game where you have to go through the different levels and you have to camouflage yourself so that you don't get spotted. Because you're a chameleon, you can change colours to match the carpets and so on. Really fun little time, very cheap price there. It's not a long game, but for that money you can't complain. It's a very satisfying, memorable experience. Boomerang X is another game that came out earlier this year and one that I reviewed for Switch Up. It's £17.99 usually, but it's on discount 40% off, £10.79. This is a first person sort of arena combat game where you have to go through the different areas. There's a great variety of enemies in this way that makes the game more memorable, and the tricks you can do, such as the infinite jumping just to keep yourself airborne and avoiding the enemies. Very satisfying combat, very difficult though, although there are adjustments you can do to make the game play how you want it to play, and there's quite a lot going on here, well worth that price. Next up is Road Redemption, which is a roguelite game on motorbikes. You're in a Mad Max style world and you have to compete in different races, but you don't really have to win the races, although it's beneficial to do so. You just have to survive to get to the next stage, but you can upgrade yourself depending on how many people you've killed, what position you finished in, and so on. And this is honestly one I have to highlight because it's one of the most addictive games I've played on the Switch. Performance wise, it's not the best. It has its flaws, because all those flaws it had were overshadowed by just how much joy this game brought me. It's usually £17.99, but it's half price off, £8.99. I bought this game myself when it was on a sale, and I really have got my money's worth. So next up is a game called Inside, which is one that was recommended to me by one of our viewers. and I ended up buying it and playing it on a stream, and it's from the same people that brought us Limbo on the Switch here, and it is 90% off. It is only £1.79. I paid more than that for this game, and I'm really enjoying my time with it. It's a 2D puzzle platformer, kind of creepy, and it's quite a lot of puzzles, a lot of noodle scratchers, I would say, and I'm having a really good time with it. Still haven't beaten it yet, so if people want to download this, maybe play it and see if they can beat it before I do. So next up is Snake Pass. Now this was a launch game, I believe, on the Switch. It usually goes for £15.99, currently 75% off, £3.99. Now this is not a game for everyone, I mean no game is really, but I know this one got some hatred because of its controls. Now the controls are awkward and difficult, but that's the design. Kind of like a game like Octodad or I Am Bread, where the bad controls are the whole point of it. You play as a snake and you've got to try and climb up things and navigate your way around the world, and you do that by coiling yourself around poles or bamboo and so forth to climb up. And when you really get the hang of how this climbing works, it is so satisfying. I had a really good time with this game, but for £3.99 that's not a whole lot to spend if it looks interesting to you, so I think it's worth a punt there. So let's go on to my Shantae Shout Out. There are two of the Shantae games are in this discount, one of them being one of my favourite Switch games, Shantae Half Genie Hero Ultimate Edition, currently 50% off. This is an amazing 2D platformer with an adventure game feel to it. You have to keep going back through the different levels to find new areas, find new items to progress the story. And if that's not enough Shantae for you, Shantae and the Seven Sirens is also on discount, 30% off this time, down to £17.63. I love both of these games, I think they're both worth your time. Seven Sirens is more of a pure Metroidvania, and I believe it's getting a free update soon. That's going to add some extra game modes to it, so what better chance now than to jump into the game. So let's move on to a couple of Sophie picks now. So the first one I'm going to highlight is a game called TOEM. It's a game that came out fairly recently. It usually goes for £16.19, but it is now £12.95, 20% off. And it's something I bought for Sophie. It's a cutesy little photo adventure where you go around meeting characters, solving puzzles and taking photos. And I want to highlight this because we're at that point of the year now where me and Sophie are like working out what our top 10 Switch games of the year are, and Sophie put this straight on her top 10 list. I can't tell you what position it's in yet, but the fact that so quickly she knew this was going to be one of her games of the year, I've got to highlight that it's on sale, haven't I? So check this one out if you like the look of it. And another game Sophie absolutely loves is called Hidden Through Time, which is a Where's Wally style game. We got to find different hidden objects scattered around different puzzles on maps that are through different time periods. Usually sells for £6.99, currently 40% off at £4.19. There's also some extra DLC you can buy for it, which is £1.99 each, which takes place in different places, such as Rome or Japan. But if that's not enough for you, this does feature a map editor, so you can create your own maps and your own things to hide in them, and you can share those online. So unlimited gameplay here, I'd say. And finally, let's have Bulletstorm Duke of Switch Edition. I'm sure people know what this is, but it's a fantastic game, so I'd like to highlight it. It's a first-person shooter where you have to try and kill your enemies and creative ways to sort of earn experience that way. And this version has Duke Nukem playable as well, and it is a really fun, frantic, very difficult I find game, but a lot of fun. Usually going for £24.99, and this is 75% off at £6.24. Although I will warn you, this one is 9.3 gigabytes, so that will use up a lot of your storage, but worth it in my opinion. So those were the games I'd like to highlight that are currently on sale on the Switch as I record this anyway. So what do you think of these games? Are there any that you've noticed that I've missed out that you could recommend to me? Let me know in those comments down below. And make sure you click that like and subscribe for more videos to come in the future. And check out the links in the description for any reviews I may have done on any of these games. So thank you so much for watching everyone. See you in the next one.